Hey y'all, this video will be about money or love. Which one will you pick? Which one is more important to you? It's not very common that people get both money and love. Usually you have to pick one or the other, because usually the people who love you are poor for some reason. That's been my experience. All my exes were poor, but they were very, very loving. And usually the people who have lots of money don't have love, because usually that's how someone gets rich, is they don't share anything with anybody. They're like Mr. Scrooge in that movie A Christmas Carol, and they just sit by themselves in their house counting their coins and all their money, and they don't love anybody and they don't share with anybody. And the reason why that story is so beautiful is because at the end, what happens? Mr. Scrooge finally decides to share, and basically he gets converted. It's a conversion story, The Christmas Carol. He's selfish, narcissistic, without love, cold-hearted at the beginning, and then at the end, he finally wants to help the poor, share his money, and I guess you kind of get the idea that he's probably about to fall in love and finally get a wife. Yeah, at the beginning he's just an old grumpy curmudgeon, and then at the end he's finally a loving person again, which you could say that he reverted back to being like a child, which Jesus says, unless you become like a child, you will not enter the kingdom of God. Children aren't stingy. Children don't care about money. Children share. Children love. Children aren't cold-hearted. But I think that the older humans get, the more cold-hearted we get, the more stingy we get. But you have to be careful to not get like that. You have to be careful of letting your heart get cold. And I think what happens is, like, probably with Mr. Scrooge in that movie, he probably had multiple wives who broke his heart and cheated on him. So he just decided, you know what? I'm not going to love anybody. I'm just going to love money, because money won't break my heart. Like that song, an ice cold beer never broke my heart. A fat bank account won't break your heart. So a lot of people make that decision at some point. They're just like, you know what? I'm just going to forget about love. I'm going to love money, because money won't break my heart. But money can't love you either. You know? Money can't cuddle with you in bed. Money can't give you kids. Money can't cook you a meal. Money can't clean your house. The only thing money can do is make you feel comfortable. And then you can hire someone to clean your house. You can hire someone to cook for you. But it's totally different when you pay someone to do those things than someone doing them for you out of love. So is money really better than love in the long run? No, it's not. So I hope that you all have learned that lesson in your own life, that you should always pick love over money. And if you always do that, most likely you'll be happier. I mean, my whole life I've always picked love over money. Like, I've always picked jobs with kids where I made like $8 an hour, but I had a lot of love, but I didn't have a lot of money. But I didn't really care because I had a lot of love. So I just encourage you all to do that. Don't be Mr. Scrooge. Yeah, be Mr. Scrooge at the end of the movie The Christmas Carol, not him at the beginning. And if you can do that, you'll be a lot happier. Choose love, not money. God bless y'all. God bless. Bye.